What's going on, Port fans? Welcome back to another video on my channel, and today I'm going to take you through some of my bold predictions for Port Adelaide in 2018 and what this season will hold for the club. So many predictions are starting to roll in for the season of 2018, and I thought before I release my AFL ladder predictions and predictions for the AFL in 2018, I'd do something a little bit smaller. A bold prediction for Port Adelaide. Now I've got 5 here for you, so hopefully they come all correct. We'll see how that happens throughout the year. So without further ado, let's go straight through my top 5 bold predictions for Port Adelaide in 2018. Okay, so number 1, my first prediction for Port Adelaide in 2018. It's a big ask for our team, but I reckon it's doable. Top 4. I think Port Adelaide will make top 4 this year with the recruits, with the change in charisma, a new year, a fresh start, and it's looking like a new era for Port Adelaide with these young talents coming through, new players rejuvenating our side for this year. So hopefully they can produce something remarkable, make us make top 4 and win us a premiership.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Okay, my second prediction for 2018 for Port Adelaide. This one is even more out of a loop, but I tell you what, I reckon we can do it if people start signing up. We've got 2 more months until the season starts. So if you have not renewed your membership, if you have not signed up for this year, even I understand some people have commitments or interstate, but a membership is still there and it's waiting with your name on it. I predict that this year Port Adelaide will hit 65,000 members. Prove me wrong, Port fans. You probably will, to be honest. But prove me right. Get us 65,000 members for the first time in history of our club in the AFL. And who knows, we might have to build a bigger stadium, just like Perth, even though ours is better. Ours is in the concrete jungle, but I'm not going there for now. Perth is still great. Good job on that one. My third prediction for 2018, a bold one. Now this one I think is a little bit of a stretch, but I think it might come true if our team plays well. Robbie Gray to kick over 60 goals. Now, he kicked 50 last year, played every game. He did go quiet for parts of the game, and he did go into the midfield a little bit at stages, and I reckon he was finding his feet, but he did brilliantly in the forward line. So if he plays predominantly forward this year, you might see us with a 60-plus goal kicker on our team, along with Charlie Dixon, Chad Wingard, Jack Watts even, Stephen Motlop. The list goes on and on and on. That's what we like to see, a few options. Now, number 4. My bold prediction for this. Now, this is even more of a stretch, but we all love the new recruits. We all love the new draftees. Now, this one excludes the draftees because I understand some will be rookie listed and some might not just play this year. So, every new recruit from our trading period last year will play 1 game, minimum 1 game. So, that includes Trent McKenzie, Stephen Motlop, Jack Watts, Tom Rockcliffe, Jack Trengove, and Lindsay Thomas. May happen, may not happen, but you might see that throughout the course of the year, especially if we're in a good position or some injuries occur. We've got that depth now with those players. So, you'll see a couple play this year for sure, and I'm very excited to see them. Tommy Rockcliffe especially. Oh, fantasy captain. Lastly but not least, I know this is a short video, but this is my biggest prediction for 2018 across the board. We, as Port Adelaide, will kick more goals than points in 2018. When I say that, I mean overall, not just in every single game, because there's no doubt there's going to be a couple that we kick more points than goals. Nonetheless, I expect better in front of goals this year, Port. Expect better. There's too many games last year where I was sitting there and just thinking we could have won a lot more if we just kicked straight. You know what I mean, Port fans. Now, overall, I would like to say that my biggest prediction for the year would be to win a premiership. And look, to be honest, I think we're in with a very good chance. I don't want to get my hopes up, I don't want to get fans' hopes up, and I certainly don't want to go into the belief of we have to win a premiership, otherwise it's a fail. Now, every team will go through a year and say, you know, ultimately, winning a premiership is a success, and then anyone who doesn't is a failure. Failure doesn't happen every single year. You make progress and you make changes, and that's what gets you the ultimate success. It's time for change. We've made that change, and 2018 is definitely a step in the right direction. Now, the only other thing we have to see is the Portress field with a lot of Port fans and ready for round one. It's only 50 odd days to go. Port Adelaide versus Fremantle on a Saturday afternoon. The Portress will be rocking for sure. Thank you very much for watching today, Port fans. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please comment below your predictions, your bold predictions for this year. Not necessarily what you think will happen. Give me something outside of the box that may or may not occur. Left to centre, anything. Just comment below. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe for plenty more Port Adelaide content. We're building up to the season. The pre-season is starting in a few weeks' time. AFLX as well is on February the 15th, I think. So keep an eye out for that. If you're heading the AFLX, let me know. I think I'm going to go. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll wait and see when it arises. And yeah, that's basically it, Port fans. We are building to 2018. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will see you in the next video. My name's Anthony, and come ThePear!